Hey guys, Huzzy here bringing you another video and welcome to game 3 of the Master Promo. So today we're playing Urgot and we're bringing up the stat screen. So we're against randomly a Volibear top. Now, it's something that I wouldn't underestimate, but it's very weird. Now, as you can see, I'm making the motion that the mid laner on the enemy team is an AD carry main and the AD carry is a mid lane main. So they've both been autofilled to other roles, which is kind of weird. Like, why wouldn't you swap? You can also see the Twitch is in Master Promo and the Zed is in Master Promo, but the Twitch has lost 2 in a row. So we're playing Urgot, which I know Urgot is never the most popular champion on this channel, but selfishly, this promo was to try hard to get promoted, hence why we played Karma last game. It's just to try and get promoted. I've reached the line of, it took me of the recent, when we went from Diamond 2 to Diamond 1 about a month ago, it took me 4 promos to get into Diamond 1. And then from, trying to get into the Master, obviously this is my 2nd Master promo. So I just want to try and get there at this point. So Volibear, I also point out, has Ignite for some reason. Again, do I rate Volibear top lane in any regard? No. Do I think it can do okay? Sure, it probably can do fine, but it's never going to be better than certain things. You also see me typing, hey, they have 3 autofills, which, the Volibear, I think, was a mid/top lane main. So, mid lane, I think is this guy's more comfortable role. So he's kind of autofilled, and then obviously the Zed and the Twitch. So in theory, we should be relatively good in this match. Again, there's nothing I can do about the video length. Some of you may have noticed the video length is quite short. And again, I'm uploading this as its own separate video, and I'm going to just try my best to upload this as a 2nd video of the day. I wanted to have every Master game, promo, etc. as an individual video. And this game will highlight something very real to a lot of you in solo queue. But comp-wise, if we talk about that, so Urgot top is just kind of a generic, if you want to say, generic good top laner. There's nothing wrong with Urgot top. He's not incredible, but he's not terrible. He has a place, but he also sometimes can be kind of useless. He's just, not bad. So you can see, to YouTube, I like our comp, and 2 of our lanes should win. So if you'll say, what lanes should win, I'm going into this thinking I will win lane. And my bot lane, I'm pretty confident my bot lane should win. Mid lane is relatively neutral. Like, technically, Lissandra is a counterpick to Zed, but only if the Lissandra knows what she's doing. I've definitely seen Lissandras lose to Zeds before, like if they lose pre-6 and then the Zed snowballs, blah, blah, blah. So Volibear randomly took Q at level 1. I'm guessing he took it just to kind of be like running at Urgot because I was kind of stopping him from getting into lane. So my goal is to bully the Volibear, and what I would love to do, you can see Lee Sin is starting the bot side. I want, in a weird way, depending on how the guy's positioning, I want to pop his passive. Meanwhile, First Blood already comes down for my team, but I want to try and pop his passive. Kai'Sa gets killed, and then Pyke will go for a double kill. So my team, straight away, double kill. A little bit of a contrast to what happened in game number 1 of this promo. But again, like we saw in the loading screen, the enemy Twitch looked really bad on Twitch, and he's autofilled as well. So that looks pretty good for us. Meanwhile, apparently there was an all-in. Zed actually got both, or Zed used both summoners. So Lee Sin goes for a gank, doesn't get anything from it, so that'll be that. So my lane is slowly pushing in. Again, remember we've got the ranged matchup, advantage, if you want to call it that. So really, you can see, okay, my mouse doing this, by the way, is highlighting I've got to be very careful of Volibear's Q. The whole, I think, idea of Volibear top lane is kind of like a hook champion or a singed, that, you're near a tower. Meanwhile, we're getting ganked by the Vi and get the flip off. Basically just waiting to see if I need to use my flash. And I'm honestly, if you're like, Huzzy didn't even flash, they don't have any damage. Like, I was that confident, I was like, I don't even need to flash away. You can see I'm a little bit happy, so I'm doing a little bit of a jig. Meanwhile, Lissandra gets a kill on Zed. But yeah, they just don't have any damage. I'm not scared of a Volibear top. And Vi, I think this Vi went Aftershock Vi. She doesn't do much damage either. So I was like, eh. Twitch dies again in the bot lane. Lee Sin is fighting in the river. I'm going to walk around here. And we're in what is about to be a 2v3 situation. Lee Sin does a really nice flash play and survives. Lissandra's now making her way. Again, we probably can win this. Again, going for a bit of an all-in. Vi gets her flash off. We're not going aggressive for some reason. and I just get a little bit abandoned. So I will say, if we all in that, like, completely, I'm pretty confident we would have come out that on top. The difference would have been, potentially, Lee Sin may have died, not me, but I think we could have easily killed both of them if Lee Sin came in to fight with us. So that was the unfortunate thing about that. But we're going to go for a teleport play, because I'm a little bit confident that this guy is overstaying. It's a volley bear, so he's relatively immobile. Lysandra was basing, but I kind of tell her, don't base! And now we're getting the volley bear in a nice pick situation. So I go for the E. I was expecting him to obviously try to run away, but he goes all in, and we pick up a nice kill. So in actual respect, you know, in retrospect, that whole river play, if you're counting that teleport gank, it was kind of neutral. Now, I die, but then get a kill moments later, so it worked out in the end, and as you can kind of tell by this game, my bot lane is winning. You can see on the minimap, Zed is now coming bot lane. Kai'Sa potentially will pick up a kill on the Twitch. She does get it. Pike goes down, but Zed, I'm guessing, will pick up a double kill, because obviously he's roaming down to the bot lane. Bit of a crazy game already, you know, 11 kills in 5 minutes. That's a pretty quick rate for a Master/Diamond 1 type game. So, yeah, bit crazy. If you're wondering item build, by the way, I do pick up myself a Doran's Blade because I do feel like I potentially could punish this guy. If you're wondering, like, what's happening here, I just sensed Vi was nearby. Now, you can see here, that was just a casual chunk to half health on a Vi. But, you know, she's coming top lane a lot, by the way. Like, it's, what, a second or third gank already? And, you know, she's going to the jungle. I'm walking with my Lee Sin. I'm like, Vi's going to, like, obviously going to go to the top crubs. And she gets caught out. So, really nice. You know, the Lee Sin, you know, I said the Vi's coming top lane. So is the Lee Sin. You know, but it's a lot of jungle attention already in the mid to top side of this game. And if you're wondering why, I said earlier in this Master Promo series, is, bot lane is a coin flip, you know, whichever bot lane wins, and you can clearly see our bot lane is already winning, so we don't need anything to happen. Now, really weird play by this volley bear. I have no idea why he chose to take this fight. We literally just killed the Vi in his own jungle. You can see he's clearly report Vi TY. What? Like, again, this guy, he has rage in his name, so he's probably just a toxic person, but literally, we just killed Vi, you know, moments earlier, right near him, and then he's blaming the Vi that he then died. It makes no sense. So you can see me in all chat typing EU open question mark. Again, that's not a BM thing, by the way, to make it kind of clear. Basically, the joke of opens in EU or North America is people, when they say open, don't really open. In Korea, when people call open, they are done. The game is officially over for that person. They are literally done. But in the West, we have a weird thing of calling open and they continue playing, so it's like, what's the point in calling open? So that's why it's like the EU open question mark. Now, also, you can see on the minimap, Volibear doesn't come back to top lane. So, you know, he's clearly said, I'm not coming back to top. I think that's what he said. And yeah, he doesn't straight away, at least. Lee Sin going for a gank in the bot lane, gets himself 1 kill, gets himself 2 kills, double kill. So again, this game's looking pretty good. But now we're in the weird position of, in top lane, what do I do moving forward into this game? Because if the Volibear truly has given up, do you continue just smashing top lane and get the tower and farming for free? Or do I try to get involved? It's an actual weird predicament to get in, because I've played games like this that my opponent or whoever has given up in that lane, but then they end up getting fed because obviously I'm going to stay in top lane, the Volibear's now mid or whatever, he could roam, and then the enemy have numbers advantage all the time. So I'm going to type it out. Volibear has legit given up top, so you can see he's in mid lane against Lysandra, and I make the decision this game, again, whether it's the right or wrong call, I think it's the right call, I'm going to stay top lane. Because, Lysandra gets a solo kill, for God's sake, on the Volibear now. So the guy is clearly tilted, clearly raging out. Again, he's playing Volibear top, which is a bit of a weird pick anyway. And again, it's maybe not a weird pick if you main Volibear, and that's what you play. This dude, again, we saw, has like 6 games of Volibear. He's not a Volibear main, so it's really random just to bring it out. So I'm just going to try and do some farming, get the tower minions as quick as I can, get the farm in, and yeah, just going to continue going, because again, maximizing my own gold as long as my team isn't doing bad, I think is the correct call. And these plates, I'm getting 160 gold, I'm getting all the farm every single wave, and my team, as you can clearly see, is not struggling. So it's a great place to be in. Some people would say, oh, it's the luck of solo queue. partially. But you guys have watched even recently that we've had terrible quality games, that we've had inters and feeders and all this random stuff. It just so happens now that they're on the enemy team, you know. I'm sure a lot of us would always kind of say that, you know, it's how perspective is. You always remember when you're getting trolled. You never remember when it's on the enemy team. That's just like your own perspective and your biases and stuff. But in reality, a lot of us do feel like there's more trolls on our own teams than the enemy. But this is just one of the games that it's on the enemy team, which is great. It happens to everybody. So you can see, I'm saying to YouTube, I have no clue what's going on. Again, this reminder is a Master/Diamond 1 quality game. And again, what I hinted at earlier was I'm uploading this as a separate video. One, because I wanted, you know, all the games to be separate, so they're their own video. But also just to point out that, yes, this type of thing still happens at this rating. So many people, including myself, when I was a silver player all the way back in Season 2, believed that, oh, Diamond 1 or the high diamonds and now even Master, it's the pinnacle of solo queue. Nothing bad must go on there. There won't be trolls in that rating like there is. I'm in silver and gold, blah, blah. No, it's trolls still exist in this rating. They exist in Challenger. They exist everywhere that you can pretty much imagine. Anyway, the kill, by the way, it's not slowing down. Kai'Sa gets killed by the Zed, who actually has stayed bot lane a lot this game. And you can see the dilemma that I'm in. You know, we mentioned earlier, what do I do? Do I stay top lane, where I'm just getting farm and I'm getting towers? Or do I get involved? It's awkward, because, you know, my team could be losing these fights in the end of the day, because I'm not getting involved. Gonna go for a TP play, though, get the Lux. You know, the damage of my ultimate pushed it over the edge that I got the kill. And, you know, we help out, we get a kill, and we get an assist. So, overall, we win the fight, and, you know, I get involved a little bit. We have already killed top lane tower, by the way. I believe that would have been first blood tower. Yes, it was. So, you know, we maximize our gold efficiency right now in this game. And again, a lot of it is because, like, the Volibear just gave up. And again, he gave up because he had a bad game. He gave up because he raged, obviously. But we played it well. You know, we were doing okay with him in the 1v1, and then we baited him into a situation when Lee Sin was nearby, which he got killed to. So again, overall, really weird. You wouldn't normally expect it in this rating, but it does show that it still happens. Volibear now again overstaying in the mid lane. Lissandra's looking for a pick. Honestly, I have no idea why the Volibear popped that plant. You know, some people are like, oh, because he wanted health back. You have to remember, you know, he was trying to run away, get away in that situation. Picking up those berry health things slows you down. So, yeah. So this Kai'Sa, you can also see in my chat, is raging a little bit at the Pyke. And again, this is something that we spoke about, I think it was last episode, that, you know, when your support is roaming or whatever, why sometimes does AD carries stay, you know, aggressive and they get punished and then they end up blaming the support? Literally another example of it, and it's our Kai'Sa doing it now. And it's like, you know, they're raging at somebody, maybe because they're embarrassed that they got killed in that way. It's like, just back off. Like, it's not a big deal. Back off. You wouldn't have got killed while we're doing good things around the map. So yeah, really weird. So item build, by the way, while we do the weird integration that you can do with flip champions if you've got a dash. You know, you just time your E at the right time, and that can work with Singe, that can work with Volibear. It's the same thing, can work with a Blitzcrank hook. It's just timing. But this Volibear's build, by the way, again, the dude must be full troll at this point. He's building Shojin, first item, which, you know, might be an okay item on Volibear. You know, it possibly could be. But he's having a terrible game, and he's building the squishiest build that you probably can do on the champion. So, very weird. Very odd. But yeah, that's just the game that it is. So we're going to continue pushing. So, you know, he is back top lane, ladies and gentlemen. So he did say earlier he's giving up top, but you can see he's back. I go for my E, but he actually cancels it annoyingly. I go for my ultimate. If that hit, he would have died. Unfortunately, I missed. He did no attempt at dodging or anything like that. But yeah, it was a bad miss. So we will end up going back. Lee Sin says, that hit me, dude. So I don't know what that means, because I was actually a bit confused, and I didn't notice what just happened on the minimap. So I don't know if he was basing there or something. Gonna go for the Volibear. Unfortunately, he doesn't die. His passive procs. Vi going for me. On low health right now. Zed is also in the area. Get ignited, unfortunately, so I do go down in the end. Lissandra is going to stick around because the Lee Sin is pinging that he might be on the way pretty soon. But yeah, we just got 3v1'd. We nearly got the Volibear. It was close, and we got the Ignite, so it's not too bad. Lissandra going to try and do a hero survive play. Lee Sin now eventually getting there like he said he would. Gets the Volibear instantly. Lissandra passive procking, which does a bigger boom damage. Doesn't even need it. Watch this now, ladies and gentlemen. This Lee Sin play. If memory serves correct. Ready? Is it this one? It might be. So Lee Sin going for a Q. It's not this one. It might be later on. But yeah, there's a play later on that's like... Oh, here. Oh, it's not that one. Damn it. There's a play. I'm pretty sure it's with this Lee Sin. You can see me in chat going, what the hell's going on? And obviously at this point, I'm pretty happy. You know, in promo right now, to make it clear, we're 1 loss, 1 win. If we win this game, we'll be 2 wins, 1 loss with 2 games remaining. And then obviously our win rate right now, if you want to know, my overall win rate on this account is 53%. So if we're going into the final 2 games... percentage-wise, we should win and we should get promoted. So that's kind of the thought process right now. So this Volibear is practically, like, you know, Lissandra gets the kill with her ultimate. He was practically getting soloed to a pike in that situation. Lee Sin picks up the Rift Herald, which again, Lee Sin's very popular champion again in solo queue. Hates Rift Herald, by the way, because it takes away, and again, here's a random ultimate play. I don't know why I did that. But you can see Zed is trying to stop me from roaming, and we absolutely obliterate the Zed. We don't kill him. If I saved my ultimate, we might have been able to kill him. But you can see, we're really strong this game, and shouldn't be surprised. You know, it doesn't reflect it in KD. I'm 223, but because we've been left alone, and, you know, my farm is 93 for 14 minutes. We've got one of the highest farms in the game right now, but we're strong because of all the tower plates that we got. We got rich. So the Volibear is now making his way back. Zed might be getting a kill too. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Lee Sin predicted the shadow. Gets the kill. What a Lee Sin play, dude. So if you like that one, throw a like on the video. Holy moly. It wasn't even me, but it was just cool to see. They pick up a couple more kills, and wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. And again, I've said it for years. One of my favorite things about being high rating isn't just because you're high rating. It's the cool plays that you get to see that other people do. I'm not a flashy League of Legends player. You don't need to be a flashy League of Legends player to get high rating. You just don't. Meanwhile, we're getting 2v1. You know, we're not taking any damage. Volibear passive keeps him up a bit longer. Twitch literally is doing negative damage to me. We're about to kill the Twitch, but the enemy team surrenders. So again, very quick game number 3 of the promo. Again, we're separate. Normally I would do a double episode in these instances, but we're keeping it separate because it's the master promo. But there we go. That was an Urgot game. Very weird. And again, it kind of highlights that, yeah, this type of thing still happens at this rating. So we went 3-2-3 at the end. We got 94 farm, you know, second most farm in the game to the Kai'Sa. And, you know, I'm telling you, that was a very weird game. So we're now 2 wins, 1 loss, 2 games remaining. And again, percentage-wise, it's looking good. Damage-wise, we do a mixture of damage. Again, remember, my damage might be on the low side, because remember, I didn't have a lane opponent for like 5-10 minutes. So if I actually had a lane opponent to do damage to, my damage would be a lot higher, but I literally wasn't attacking anybody. But overall, really good game, I guess. But yeah, hopefully you guys are enjoying the master promo. Make sure you like it, make sure you comment. I will say tomorrow's episode is another Urgot game because I had to blind pick, so hopefully that's okay with you guys. But I'll see you guys next time. See you.